At 1600, here's 39 reasons why you should play e4, e5. Learned classical development like my coach told me. Pawn in the centre, knights and bishops out, castle early. Job done. As black, your opponents will play stupid moves like a3, meaning you'll just equalise and get ahead. Easy. Learn to punish noddy openings like the wayward queen attack or this duffer move, knight g5. You can play e4, e5 as a backbone, and then you can play more complex openings later on if you want. Get immediate activity. e4, e5 is the fastest way to activate your pieces. And attack. You don't need to know theory. You can win up to 1600 just on principles alone. You can force symmetry. You can often force mistakes. One wrong move and bang, you're in control. e4, e5, it's not a fancy down opening, it never goes out of fashion. Confidence starts to build fast, you get positions you're familiar with, structures you're familiar with, plans you're familiar with, tactics you're familiar with. Get the idea. Learn from world champions. Everybody who's ever been a world champion has played e4, e5. If you want to, you can build a lifetime repertoire around e4, e5. You're not just jumping from one junk opening to another. You actually get pawn structures that you can actually understand. And these can lead to better in games. Because my nan told me to, and you don't argue with her, she once beat me in 12 moves. Tactics often appear faster in e4, e5 structures. Open centre can lead to strong tactical games. Knights land with impact, none of this messing around with the knight. Knight f3, knight c3, they're on the best squares to start with. The knight fork trick still catches millions and millions of people out, so you just win games immediately. You start learning real patterns, the pin on the e-file, attacks against f2 and f7, tactics for life. You develop faster board vision, knights, bishops, rooks all flow together. You learn how to build tension, set up the centre, and then release that tension only when it's to your advantage. Trains your brain to think logically in terms of development and pace. You learn when not to attack. Not every single e4, e5 structure leads to a massive tactical game early on. It teaches patience. Pawn structure tends to stay a bit cleaner in the e4, e5 structures, allowing you to play, simple chess. Don't end up with a stupid French bishop on c8 that can't get out of the game. Saves you time and money in buying opening books. Endless opening books. Right, instead, you could buy my tactics courses. What? Gotta eat. King safety. What king safety? It's easy. Knight f3, bishop c4, castle kingside. Often your opponents will just give you the bishop pair for no reason whatsoever, giving you the immediate advantage. Your opponents will often just let you have the centre. You play d4, you play f4, and control the entire game. Your opponents will waste time with silly moves like a3 or h3, and you've already castled, you've already got a plan, you're already better. Opponents will just automatically castle right into your f-pawn plan, and you just blast them apart in the kingside. You can play as sharp or as solid as you like. You can go into King's Gambit, Vienna lines, or you can play something solid and classical, like the old Roy Lopez. e4, e5 is the perfect launchpad. When you're ready to experiment with different openings, you can do that. You've got e4, e5 as a solid backbone. Outgrow your opponents because they'll be hopping around from one opening to another, experimenting with these gambit lines, and you'll just be building up a solid foundation knowledge in e4, e5 structures. Opening systems have the place, and you might want to switch to that later on, but a good foundation in e4, e5 never hurt anybody. And blitz your way to 1600 just playing e4, e5 structures. It's been done 1,000 times, and you can do it as well. You understand openings better, you understand chess better. e4, e5 is chess. And number 39, you don't need traps, you need a spine, and e4, e5 gives you that spine. Do you want a calculation method that you can rely on? Of course you do. Try the 0, 1, 2, 3 method. It's a proven way to improve your tactical sharpness.